Hey everyone, welcome to our live tonight. Obviously, I'm not live right now. This is a recorded message. I wanted to welcome you all here. Usually, it takes a little time for people to come in, so I want to give people time to come in. I'm going to be doing, for people who haven't seen it yet, our new intro video that I just made today. Spent the afternoon on it, so I want to share it with you all. As I'm sharing this video, please welcome each other to the live tonight. For all of our wonderful mods who are arriving, thank you so much for being in our live tonight. Tonight's going to be a very special case for one of our friends, Cher, Voices Behind the Wall. This is what you call a white whale. This is a person's first case they've ever covered. It's very important to them. It's very special to every person who has covered a case, their first case. And it's something that they want to solve. It's something that they always go after, never give up on. And even cold cases like this one we're going to cover tonight. This case tonight is about Courtney Struble. We're going to be having Mark Struble, her father, on tonight. We're going to be having Cher join us because I consider this her case. This is a very important case to her, but it's also an important case because Canadian authorities, Canadian Estaven police cannot solve this case. And I think it's a case that should have been solved years ago from what I've heard, going to Cher's various panels. I told Cher, I don't care who it is, I don't care who out there, what creator comes to us and asks us to join a panel. If it's about a missing person's case, if it's about a missing child, we're always going to support it. We're always going to be there regardless of who it is. I don't care what you think about Cher, whether you support her or not. In this case, this is a person, this is a creator who is trying to find answers for a missing child. And that is something we should all support no matter what. And so please, again, this is going to be an interesting night tonight because we are going to talk to Mark. We're going to be taking a look at some of the locations around Estaven, places that we would search if we could go there, if we had the resources to go there. Maybe someday, if nobody finds her or the case is not solved, maybe we will go up to Canada and see what we can do, see if we can help with this case. Maybe bring some of our friends up there with us who are also searchers and put this case to rest once and for all. Find something, find some answers of some kind. But until then, we're going to help cover the case. We're going to help Cher cover this case and give visibility to the case. And hopefully there will be more pressure, I think, which is, I think, what's needed personally on the authorities who have failed to solve this case. I will say that many times tonight. I think it's wrong. I think it's, again, a case that should have been solved a long time ago. And it's a case that I think if they put the right resources on it and stop just looking at one suspect, that it would be solved. And so we're going to cover this case tonight. We're going to discuss it in detail, especially with locations. And we're going to talk with Mark about his daughter. And so anyway, everyone, please welcome each other into this live as you all come in tonight. And I'm going to be playing this intro video right now. And then we'll be live soon. So see you all in a little bit.
I have decided that I am going to focus on this case, not the rumors, not attacking local community members, just literally trying to help.
Don't you feel it in your bones? It shakes you to your core and it chills your soul. I got my flag held high without a stitch of white, singing a battle cry, singing. Yeah, we ain't gonna stop till we get to the top. Where you sing to the bottom is gold, but that ceiling is not like they go. Yeah, we're never gonna stop.
All right, now that you know the story of Holland's disappearance, we are going to head over to the area she was seen last seen where she went missing.
Nothing's ever meant to be simple. And mama didn't raise no quitter. Yeah, she told me go and call, you gotta answer when you call. Yeah, she told me go and break the mold. Yeah, we ain't gon' stop till we get to the top. Where you sink to the bottom is gold, but that ceiling is not like they go. Yeah, we never gonna stop.
In coming weeks, we plan to investigate this case further in the areas around Kingsport to try and determine where Layla could be located today.
Mama didn't raise no quitter. 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 Well, mama didn't raise. Yeah, we ain't gon' stop till we get to the top. Where you sink to the bottom is gold, but the ceiling is not like they go. Yeah, we never gonna stop.
Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
I'm glad we had a long intro because we took longer to get ready tonight. We were running around. Hey, everyone. Hey, Rock and Robin.
Hi, guys.
This is Information Erica. Hey, Eve. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here to mod for us. Hey, Rain Dancer. Another mod. Real Rock and Robin, another mod. Hey, Janet. Hey, Paul Sherman.
Oh, modulus.
Maltese Cross. Modulus.
It's like fabulous and mod.
Modulus. Fabulous mod.
Modulus. Sorry, couldn't help it.
All right. Tonight we have a topic. What a concept.
Sometimes it makes me nervous when you say we have a topic.
Well, Sunday's topic night, right? So
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
We modulus.
Modulus.
We, as you all know, we have limited resources, so we are on like 3 cases, and even that's a lot. Although one of them is kind of not a lot we can do on it, but
right.
Even 2 cases with potential search areas. We're busy, and we're very busy. But we do want to support other cases, anyone covering other cases.
Yeah.
And as you all may know, I was asked by Cher to join a panel, and I am usually hesitant to join panels because every time Jen's like, things go south.
You're not going to do that again.
Yep.
And he says, okay. And then 2 seconds later, by the way.
Yep. But yes. But I told Cher, I'm like, look, if it's about a case, if it's about a missing person, that's what Jen and I are all about. That's what we stand for. That's what we work for. And so we're going to support it. We're going to raise awareness of it. And especially this case, because in my opinion, a lot was done wrong. And it's one of these small communities where with a limited law enforcement resources, and I think they could have done more. Hey, Prairie Boy.
Hello.
Hey, Another Realm. I think they could have done better, and they, in my opinion, they failed. 20 years later, we're talking about this case now of Courtney Struble. We've invited Cher to join us. We've invited Mark Struble as well. I really want to dig into the area. I want to look. We're going to be looking at maps. I want to talk through the area, some possibilities with Mark. I also wanted to introduce Jen to the case. Jen.
Yeah, I'm going in this blind, so I'm curious how many of you know about this case yourselves. If we should give some background.
We will. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
okay.
Give us a one if you've heard of Courtney Struble.
Hey, Wild
This
Cherry.
is a Canadian case, 20-year cold case.
Okay.
I think a lot of people,
Rock and Robin.
Rock and Robin. A lot of people haven't heard of this.
Yeah.
And we want to raise awareness. I want to introduce Jen to it because Jen, as you all know, watches true crime constantly.
Once in a while.
And I think that a lot of times she gives me insight into possibilities when I'm doing research, because things she's seen in other cases. She's really good with the psychology of people involved. And so
that's what I'm interested in.
She studies the patterns that happen in these cases. So I want to introduce her to the case, have Cher tell her about some of the background too, and see kind of how she feels about it. So we're gonna have Mark and Cher. Let's bring them up. And I think I like this format. Hey Cher, hey Mark, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey Mark.
Hello.
Hey Ryan, Jen.
Hey.
Hi.
Thanks for taking the time to join us, Mark. I know you've been in a few of Cher's panels, and she takes up a lot of your time. But I'm sure,
Just annoy them.
What happened? What?
I just annoy them.
But I am sure that doing these is a great thing, because it does, whatever platform you're on, brings a lot of new eyes to the case, new interest to the case. So that's what we're hoping to do with you, Mark, and with you, Cher. Cher, I was trying to think of, I was gonna open an article on the case, but I thought that's kind of silly because you've covered the case for who knows how long, and so thinking maybe you could give everyone kind of an overview of it.
I mean, do you want me to do that, or maybe Mark Struble jump down? He'll be back up.
Oh, I got
him.
Buttons aren't toys.
Yeah. I'd actually. Can we pass that question to Mr. Struble, because he's been silenced in this until I come along in this case, and so I think he's better to tell that than me.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So Mark, I guess for people who have never heard of your daughter, never heard of this case, I know it's going to be tempting to give a lot of details, but just a sort of high level view of what happened to Courtney. And it's been 20 years, so it's going to be hard to sum it up, but the best you can, if you can just tell everyone about the case, about your daughter. And I think that's a good starting point. And that'll help Jen come up to speed on the case too.
Yes, if you feel comfortable doing this.
Let's see. Summertime. We were moving into a new place, temporary for a place. She went to spend the time with her friend that I thought she was spending with, and she came back the next day, wanted to stay another night. I said yes, because we're moving anyways. And she went. Apparently she was with her boyfriend. I didn't know that, but she was supposed to stay there apparently. But apparently, from what her friend says, she said she left that night. So I don't know what to believe anymore. So
okay.
And Mark's been
sums it up pretty
out.
much.
Yeah, he's been left out of a lot of this, and so I think he learned new things when Mark and I come along. I moved to Estaven from Minnesota, and I start digging around, and he popped out to me because I'm like, okay, first I want to know, before I bring it to YouTube, are they still missing? So I see, okay, she hasn't been found, and then I see all these articles, and Ryan, you could pull up the articles, but they vary. I mean, they vary the times, they vary even what she was last seen in. And it's really interesting that they vary so much, because it's been really the same mouthpiece, in my opinion, that's been helping make these articles. I don't know. What do you think, Mark?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
I'm tired. I worked 7 days in a row.
Oh.
So.
Gosh.
Thanks for coming
Yeah,
here.
no worries.
So, Mark, after the second night, she supposedly left, and then nobody's seen her since. I think you mentioned this the other night, but just for everyone here, how long after that second night where you thought she was staying with her friend, did you realize there was a problem?
When I went down the next day to go pick her up because she failed to check in.
Usually she'd check in every day with you.
Yeah, around noon she would check in if she was staying at her friend's.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first thing you did? Check with her friends or?
Actually, I went down to where she was supposed to be. I went down and
Oh, okay.
asked for her.
So Struble, 13 at the time of her disappearance, was last seen walking home from her friend's house. They say last seen in this article. Is that true?
That's where things get very tricky. And as I spoke to you privately about how things are run around here,
Yeah.
it's very, we don't know, because we do have her boyfriend's brother technically saying he offered her a ride, so he would be what we think last seen, so we don't know what
Right.
that means. Or Mark, I don't know, do you have any better idea than I have?
Not really. She was supposed to stay there. That's all I know.
Huh.
She wasn't supposed to leave.
Is
So
weird.
So he said he gave her a ride,
He offered.
but she did not take the ride, or
Yeah, so Jen, she was hanging out with her boyfriend who was 15, going on 16, and she was 13 at this time. Forever 13 though.
right.
So she apparently, so they had a little breakup because her boyfriend Sam and his brother went to their grandparents out of town, a couple hours out of town. And so they apparently broke up for the summer. And then, so I've got some rumblings about why they ended up coming back from their grandparents' house early. It is only hearsay, but their records in Canada, especially on minors, it's not like the States where it's public. And that is because Canada has very strict harassment and bullying laws and using court stuff and stuff and like that against people. So it's very different than the States. We're dealing with all minors here, but yeah, so they get back together, 13, 15-year-old puppy dog love, break up, don't see each other for, I don't know, a couple weeks, 2 weeks maybe. And then he comes back to town. They decide to get back together, go hang out. And he allegedly falls asleep. And that's when she decides to kiss him goodbye and walk home. But Mark here, Courtney's father, brought up a really good point that never even entered my mind. Why was she walking home when she had made arrangements with him to spend the night?
True.
It was very weird. But it was Sam's older brother, who's 2 years older than Sam. So he would have been 17, who he puts himself at offering her a ride as she was leaving. She declined the ride and walked home to whatever home that was going to be, because Mark was between houses. I think they were staying at the new apartment. He's been harassed because they say, well, his motive for killing his daughters, well, he moved from a house to apartment. There wasn't enough room for Courtney. The apartment was short term, and they very quickly, within just a couple months, if I'm not mistaken, Mark, that moved into a house. So it was, for me, that's not motive to kill your daughter.
They're reaching for that,
reaching. Yeah.
No, we didn't move right away after that because with Courtney, with everything going on, that was the last thing in our mind. We were trying to find Courtney no matter what. We just
That's right. But that night
I
that
was
she was
off
supposed
work
to be spending the night,
I was off work.
you were at
for
your
like
new
a
house.
month. Yeah, I was off work for a whole month after that because in order to help find my daughter and stuff.
And that first day she went she went back, asked you for permission to stay another night at her friend, quote unquote. Did she know at that point, Mark, that you were at the new place and that's where she would be going back to the next day, the new place?
Yes.
So she knew where to go.
Yes, she knew exactly where to go. She's been there before because Melissa's nephew lived across the hall from us.
Okay. And what's interesting to me is maybe you know this, Cher, but I always suspect when the news media says something like she was last seen after 11 p.m. in the vicinity of Highway 39 and Woodlawn Avenue, that would come from a police statement to the media probably, which would tell me they'd have an actual witness, or maybe it's the person who said he offered a ride
Right.
at that location then probably, right? I mean, that could be a legit sighting location.
Well, we'll bring you all around so you guys can like see it. I mean, it's kind of hard when you're online, but we'll do the drive around for you. But that's what doesn't make sense because the story goes he was at the vet clinic, and where is the vet clinic? What street is the vet clinic? Because that's a different street they're putting here last seen on, if I'm not mistaken, than what the vet clinic is at, the hangout
Yeah,
slash
that's
house.
that's what I want to do tonight. I want to actually look at. We'll go like we did the other night. We started at the vet clinic, and then
Tomorrow marks 20 years since a Saskatchewan
actually went-
teenager was last.
and then we kind of we went in many different directions.
Yeah.
I wanted to carefully start at the clinic again.
Ryan, really quick, because like that makes me think like, so was she already walking somewhere and the brother like was the last, like, so it wasn't at, like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, go ahead.
The question was walking in the middle of the night outside normal for her?
No,
Like-
no, well,
Alone, walking in the
Alone?
middle of the night alone.
no,
normal?
not alone. No, she
Right.
always have friends.
Yeah.
Right.
So she would have been nervous if she had been out alone, I would think.
Wait till you see it, Jen. I'd be scared as almost 41 years old walking it alone at night.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you'll see this area. I'll show. We're going to be looking. I'm going to highlight this.
I
Location.
guess me being older and walking the streets like back in the 70s and that, I guess there wasn't as much danger, I think. Well, I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
in the 70s, people were still hitchhiking too. You know, it was like
Right.
But this is in 2000.
people felt safer. And
Yeah.
this
This is in 2004,
Yeah.
so.
people didn't do that, I guess, in
No.
2000s. But there's other details I want you to be aware of, Jen, too. We
Mhm.
talked about on Cher's panel when we were last talking about this. And there's some details that struck me as really important. And that is, this is alleged. Keep that in mind. So Kendra, the friend that she was supposed to be staying at,
Yeah.
was on Cher's panel
Oh.
the last time we were there, and she actually was giving information to all of us who were asking her questions.
Mhm.
And I think this was the first time she had admitted this, Cher, that the assault, the essay,
Yes.
attempted essay. So on
Yes.
panel,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, a year or 2 years after Courtney disappeared, she dated Sam, the boyfriend, who was
Yeah, it was
the
her
boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
And she said that he had attempted somewhere, I can't remember if it was at a party or somewhere, to get her too drunk, where she was almost
Yeah.
pass out drunk, and attempted to essay her.
Right.
She got away and avoided it, but
Well,
did
that
she?
says something about his character.
Right. Thank you.
Mhm.
That's why I wanted you to know that, because
Mm-hmm.
I know you're about the psychology. So that's number one.
And have Jen look at his Facebook postings. That alone is
Yeah, he was very
That'd be
disgusting.
good.
kind of like anti, like
Women are just objects.
man's
Okay.
man, kind of, looking at women as objects kind of thing, which
Yeah.
So he'd be about what?
Uh,
36
today
right
wow,
now?
yeah.
36?
Yep.
35, 36.
Yep.
36. Huh.
At the time, he was
16.
older than Courtney, though. At the time,
Yeah, so Courtney would be something like what, 30? Well, she was 13, so 20.
33.
20. He'd be 33. So Sam, would be 35.
Yeah.
And then Sam's brother then would be 37.
Okay.
And Nicole is 37.
and so there's that personality trait
Mm-hmm.
there, and it also made me think that something could have happened. She was staying with him that night. Came out.
Yeah.
Mark realized that she was actually staying with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
It made me think that because of the type of person he is, he had if what Kendra's saying, I'm not going to say we're going to doubt that, when a woman says that, you don't doubt it, but just assuming that's true, then
We know then that means he had that pattern,
Yeah,
potentially tried that with her
true.
that night, right?
He
Yeah.
doesn't have a good rep because I'm out in the community, right? And so of course I ask everybody, do you know? Do you know? And I get feedback, and Sam does not have good feedback. Would you say from the community here, like folks that are even older than like Mark and I, who knew them as kids and were adults
Mhm.
themselves back then? So they sure have a lot to say.
Well, that
You
could have
can't ignore that either.
yeah, that could have caused her to go out at night when she usually wouldn't if he tried something and she got scared or
Exactly.
something.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
Either she was angry or she was just scared and
Mhm.
angry and just wanted to get away from the whole situation.
Right.
So that would highlight the stronger possibility of that sighting at Highway 39 in Woodlawn Avenue could have been true, which means that it's more likely maybe she did get out. Maybe she was trying to. So, but then she would have been under the influence.
Sam's older brother who offered the ride, it's not even alleged. He says so himself. It's known fact he offered her the ride. We also hear around town has the same behaviors, I guess people would say.
Okay.
They say watch out for those brothers, they're trouble, is what you hear.
And that would make sense that she would decline because she probably knew that, right? And if she had just gotten away from that situation, the last thing she's going to want to do is get in the car with the brother. Probably.
Right, that's true.
So, so Mark, the way that what I've in the past year, we started out fresh, searching for people, and then we met experienced people, started learning from them, and what I learned from one of them in particular is his approach, and it's the approach we've started taking too, is the most common situation that happens, and you see it a lot of times when a 20-year-old college student will like walk out of the bar, happens to have one too many drinks, and then goes missing. Or the kid, what was the name? Split. He ordered an Uber, right? And he was like, then he just disappeared, never picked up the Uber delivery.
Oh, I can't remember now. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah. Well, everyone had all kinds of theories about something, whatever happened to him.
Yeah.
Turns out he fell down a wastewater hole. Like the accident.
That's right. Yep.
The accident scenario is usually like the most common situation when people go missing like this and there's no explanation.
Yeah.
But in that case,
if there's an accident, she would have been found.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But that's why I wanted to look at the area, because Mark mentioned something that just raised alarm bells for me. In that area, there's an area of land. Oh, thank you, Balma. There's an area of land that he mentioned, that Mark, you mentioned was dangerous to go through. Like you said multiple times, she wouldn't go there. She wouldn't go take the tracks. She would take the road to the new place. Do you remember saying that?
Yeah, pretty much.
And that made me even more curious about the track area. And
but she's lied so much, you never know anymore. So,
well, also though, I mean, if she was either scared, angry, just wanted to get home as soon as possible, maybe under the influence, maybe drugged, I would think she would want to take the fastest route, right? She'd want to just like, I want to get home to my dad. I just want to get home. I'm angry. I'm whatever. I just want to get home. Under duress, I'm wondering if it's possible. She could have taken
probably anything.
Like she was trying to go, away from the person. So going right down the road wouldn't help.
You should see the route we went through on Cher's panel last time. She would have had to walk not across the highway, but across the road down like this long way, which Mark made the point, we walk that all the time, like it's not really as far as it looks, but it's further than the straight shot. If she kept walking down, and I'll show you on the map, if she kept walking straight, she could cross that area where the tracks are. She would be home. Like it's right there. That new apartment was right there.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to entertain that possibility, Mark, tonight, and look at the landscape. Look at the places maybe that something could have happened. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm way off base, but I feel like it's worth taking a look at. Are you okay with that?
Oh yeah, no worries.
Okay. So I'm going to, I guess we'll use this one and try to remember Highway 19 and Woodland Ave. And we're going to do, you know what? I like Google Earth better. Google Earth is really nice because it shows the elevation of everything. So I'm going to open Google Earth.
I'm just surprised at how little information there is. Like, basically, it's a very short story, you know.
It's too short.
And
there's definitely a reason for that.
Yeah,
Which
it's like
comes
nothing
from
to go on. You've got what, two people that could be suspects in that scenario.
yeah. We can't trust the people we're supposed to trust and feel safe
Right.
protecting
That's
our
usually the
community.
case, unfortunately.
Common sense and logic has went out the window out of this place.
Right.
Yeah.
These small communities too, well, smaller communities with smaller police
And
forces.
really quick, Jen, I don't know if Ryan told you or if maybe I missed it, but when Courtney went missing, the RCMP actually just labeled her a runaway, didn't even investigate her as a missing person until a year later.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Yes.
that makes a big difference.
Called her a runaway. Yeah.
Just called her a runaway. So
They
they
don't do
didn't
that
do
so
great
much.
work.
Like, starting the 2000s, they didn't do that so much anymore. Like, just assume that, because she was only 13.
Right.
Like, assuming that she would be a runaway, like, how would she'd have to have a way to get away. You know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't just be able to walk off without anyone seeing her.
Exactly.
It's so weird.
So this was the clinic, called the clinic, that they would hang out at. That was Sam's, what was it, his family share?
Yeah, his dad owned the veterinary clinic, so they had access to all sorts of things.
So last time, Mark kind of walked us through. She would have taken Breeze Street, this street right here. She would have left there, gone along this road here, Mammogram or whatever. Of course, the first thing I saw was pop in. I'm like, what's that? But he explained, the guy who owns it and everything. But anyway, she would have walked along here, and then I believe crossed at this crossing here. Is that right, Mark?
Yeah.
That's a busy road.
Not at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, no cars there.
Yeah.
So she would have crossed there, across the tracks, taken a right on King Street, and then King Street walked way down here. And here's where I saw this. So I'm like, wow, okay. She had the choice here to take a left on King Street and go this way. And this is that. Well, how would you describe is it like a wilderness area or a?
It's a ravine area.
It's a ravine.
Okay.
And the closest I could get to it, can't do street view on this, can we? Shoot. Is this area here? If she would have taken this way, but when we did street view, it did not look dangerous in this location. It was like fenced and pretty flat. And then she would have just gone here. The only other thing too, there are bars. Mark mentioned there's bars around 1 in the morning. They're closing.
Yeah.
So she would have taken a right here. Go ahead, Mark.
They would have closed at between 2 and 3.
Right.
Oh,
It'd
okay.
still be open. But that seems like an awfully long way to
walk.
walk.
Walk up here, take a right, and then they live down in this area. This is the community, right, Mark? Right around this area.
Yeah, that's all. That's all housing.
That's right. Instead, she's scared. She's going down the street. And to me, when she hits this point, it's like I would know if I was her, if I can just get down here, I'm right at Dad's place. I'm right there.
That's true.
Right. Could have hollered for him.
How much faster? Like just run, just make a run for it or whatever.
It looks like it'd be dark, or I can't tell.
It would absolutely. I'm assuming there's no street lights. I mean, it's a train track.
Yeah. Because that might have scared her if it was all dark. I don't know.
So this area, I want to get the terrain a little better.
Well, and maybe it's just me, but like as a girl, we have a lot. So this is like back then, very booming with the oil field, right?
Yeah.
In 2004, but also a lot of truckers. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not walking at 1 in the morning alone as a 13-year-old girl when all of these freaking semi drivers are driving and parked on the side. No, I'm serious.
That's
like,
true. Yeah.
I wouldn't. No way.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you know, the other thing that really makes me pause at that direction is, according to police statements or whatever, her last known whereabouts were around Highway 39 and Woodlawn Avenue.
Thank you. That's right.
And Woodlawn Avenue is southeast of that clinic.
Which
That would
direction?
Southeast.
From here, where is that?
You'd have to go to the right.
To the right.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the highway.
Okay, let me type in that address then. Woodlawn Avenue, is that what it was?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, these articles are crazy.
Now, if she had been walking to Kendra's and cutting across the field and whatnot, that would be accurate. But
Yeah.
there's nothing back there. Like, no one would be able to see it.
Right.
It's fields and train tracks.
And dark as shit, no lights.
So they said Woodlawn and Highway, what was that?
Highway 39.
Which is this highway here? Nope.
That was that other highway that she crossed, apparently.
Woodlawn is, that's Woodlawn Ave South.
That's totally way from the. Wow, I don't think so.
That can't be the
Yeah,
location.
exactly.
Where's the intersection?
That does not make sense.
Way north, like you got to go through fields and through the ravine, through across the train tracks, everything just to get to there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the hell of a hike. Even as I was a kid. No, I don't think so.
Highway 39.
Yeah.
and
What is she, Bear Grylls or what?
Well, that's what I always wondered is why.
Well,
Now I get if there was a group of them, because if you go like the north tip of Woodlawn Avenue from the vet clinic, it's almost a straight line to that trailer park where Kendra lives. But it's still to use that.
But Kendra
As,
didn't know she was going to be down there that night, so
Yeah.
she wasn't
Well, that's
going
exactly it.
And if dad's closer, if I'm scared, I'm running. If I'm 13, I'm running the Merc. He's a scary looking dude. So screw Kendra. She's a little tiny thing. I'm going to.
But I'm telling
there.
you
That's the
that
thing is,
I would not leave that vet clinic and go that direction.
You guys,
Even a grown man, like even if I had
Why
a
would she
flashlight,
go
it would
Right.
still be.
this isn't making sense to me because Highway 39 is all along here and then all along here. Woodland doesn't even seem to intersect it unless I'm missing something.
It doesn't.
that road going down there never went that far south on Google. I just clicked on Google Earth here. It never went there. That was all not there.
oh, it's new road.
Well,
News.
Woodland Ave, they call it Woodland Ave South, what I was at down to earlier.
Yeah, they're saying what you call from the vet clinic. She went south to go straight south, go across the clinic, to go to this road that's out in the middle of nowhere. To go straight there. Which, yeah, I know exactly where they're saying No, that's not feasible whatsoever.
That makes no sense.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
And it's been said like multiple times whenever any agency is talking about Courtney and where she was last seen, they always say in the vicinity of Highway 39 and Woodlawn Avenue. It's like those two aren't even close to each
It's
other.
not a vicinity.
No, she would have had to.
It's-
I mean, number one,
I always thought it was right by the tracks by St. Joseph Hospital where she was last seen. That's what I was told. You know, where the crossover?
yeah, right
Yeah.
over here.
That's where
Oh,
I was
yeah.
told she was last seen, not this down south, which is like Bear Grylls territory. I don't think so.
That'd be like over. Is that where like the KFC is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
behind
well,
it, down through the ravine.
behind it.
No. That's
So there's the hospital, Jen, just so you know.
Yeah.
That's the one he's
No,
talking
I was
about.
just going to ask who saw her last. Who said that they saw her?
Yeah,
last?
on that road. Yeah,
We don't know. We don't know where that
Oh.
comes from. It's just in the article. I don't know if they said that the law said it. I don't
Uh-huh.
remember.
Is
It-
the farm
from my memory.
is the farm along that road?
Oh, that's a good question because
Which
Kendra
road?
said it wasn't too far from the vet. She didn't know because she was always like it was dark or maybe she was drinking, but she goes, it was not too long a ride from the vet, right? Didn't she say like
Yeah.
maybe 15 or 20 minutes? But I had to
Okay.
ask Kendra because I don't want to put words in her mouth. But I'll ask her after this. And
That'd
get
be
back
a
to you.
little further than 15-20 minutes by car.
You think so? Okay.
That's crazy.
So she would have had to
Yeah.
go down. She would have
Well,
gone down
and
this way.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
would have had to
when-
go. She would have had to go like down the valley because that wasn't developed back then.
Oh, okay.
This
That
map
pond that-
here, I set it for 2009. So this
Oh.
is 2009.
Okay,
now
2004.
try 2004.
Oh boy, watch it disappear
Yeah,
on
right.
us.
Things change fast.
How
Oh,
do
you're
you,
right. Wow, look at all the development go away.
Yeah.
How do you do?
There you go.
2004. Oh wait, let me go before it.
Was it July 9th, 2004? Yeah.
All right, so can't get good quality until after pretty much August 2004. It's the latest, the earliest one that we can actually see anything.
Yeah, that was a month after she left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's-
so that's
so-
pretty accurate there.
Yeah,
This is a lot different.
So they're saying she would have come down here,
where's the vet clinic?
way over here.
You can find it now.
Where is it?
Wow, let me take it again. Wow.
I think you got to go down and to the right a little bit,
Down and to the right.
I think.
Yeah, you nailed it. There it is.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot different.
That's
huh?
where the clinic. Yeah, I know. Look how different. It's all
Wow.
fields around there.
Yeah, there's nothing
Yep.
there. That's what I mean. That road only went so far because if you go a little more south, that error, see all the pond and all that. That
yeah.
was the what you call it. What do you call it? They had a little storage, but that was where they had sold the cattle all the time back in the day.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
cattle-
and I can, as far as like right down at the bottom corner, we could see the road curves. Yeah, right there.
You're here.
That hasn't changed. You can basically drive down almost to those train tracks, and there's nothing.
Hmm.
So for her to walk down there and then I guess along the tracks towards Kendra's house,
I don't,
southeast, it
I don't
doesn't
know
make
of a girl
sense.
that would do that by herself in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
there's
would-
no way.
No,
There's too many
I wouldn't do
coyotes out
that unless
way,
I had
too.
like a really good flashlight.
Yeah, but even
There's-
that, I mean, we didn't have cell phones back then, so there was no.
Yeah, to get
Flashlight.
down to that highway, to that road, she would have had to cross this field, cross the tracks,
Yeah.
middle of the night. Like,
Yeah,
why?
No.
The coyotes would be so bad too at night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That they're you hear them because where Melissa used to live, where Sharon knows, the coyotes used to come right in the yard, like packs of them,
Shit.
right on the outskirts, like on right going towards Torquay. So
Those, those can be scary.
Oh, that's right. I remember that now. I wasn't living in Estaven at the time, but I do know around that time they were offering people free tags to hunt coyotes because they were such a problem around here.
Did that in Maine too sometimes.
So if she did do that, then I would think she'd be running from something that she didn't have a choice of where to go.
This
Yeah.
direction doesn't make sense to me at all because her dad's is the other
Mm-hmm.
direction.
yeah, she wouldn't.
Mhm.
Like, what is down here? Did she have a friend down where they said she was last seen?
Nope, there's nothing down there back then.
There's nothing.
No, you would have to keep going to the right until that highway basically comes like
Yeah, you follow
even
the valley edge there, and there's the baseball diamonds below.
Yep.
You'd have to follow it all the way, but then you'd still have to cross, go all the way back up to 4th Street, go all the way
Oh
up
my
to 5th,
gosh.
6th, 7th.
And why would you run if you're scared to someone like again, like Mark said, Kendra did not expect Courtney to be spending the night. She had no idea. She was just used as the
Decoy.
you know,
Scapegoat.
Yeah.
to trick dad or whatever to go spend time with her boyfriend. So
Right.
Kendra would not have even been like prepared for that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Kendra's area here. This is where she.
Nope.
Well, no, if you
you'd have to go
you'd have
even
to go
further.
way further even, but
So she couldn't have walked to Kendra's.
Oh, she could have, but in the middle.
That
of
wouldn't
the
be
day.
the way to do it though.
no, and not that far alone at that time of night on a
Because
Friday
it's like-
night.
It's like
Oh.
twice the distance. Well, not twice, but almost twice the
Oh,
distance
it
to
would
her
be
place.
close. Yeah,
and-
it would be. Yeah. It would-
Than just to go home. She wouldn't have been. Don't take this the wrong way, Mark. This is just a question. I don't know what kind of relationship you guys had, so I'm not implying anything. But would she have been scared? You would have gotten like crazy angry at her if she had just shown up and said, "Hey, told you what happened. You know what I mean? And you found out she's staying with this guy. Like,
Oh,
would
I
she-
probably would have grounded her and everything. She would have been that, but she would probably been worried about him more than anything.
yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think she'd be more worried Sam would get hurt.
No, not Sam.
Got it.
Allegedly, in my opinion.
Allegedly.
Right?
Yeah. This. Okay. The other thing I'm wondering is this a retention pond?
Look like a pond?
It does. It looks like water to me.
Oh.
Do you know Cher and Mark?
I don't.
I definitely don't, because I've
Okay.
only been here like 3 years.
Okay.
I always look for water.
There's more businesses and stuff around there now, but
Yeah.
it's still pretty bare.
There's. When she went missing, there's nothing out there. It's
They
crazy.
have all those dugout, like how they have all the like the quarry dugouts here, where I don't know what, like the mining or whatever, mining. Was
Yeah,
that
they
all
wouldn't
dug
have-
up back then too?
Wouldn't have too much of that back there.
You had water pretty much down here, but the quarries there. Well, I don't know. Down here, you have a whole bunch far, but
Yeah.
so I want to take a look at from the clinic in 2004 what it looked like. If she walked up this was a dirt road at that point.
And Mark
Still is a dirt road there, but
Mark reminded me the other day he was a part of 2 searches, but he knows that the vet clinic area and the farm were not searched, right, Mark?
Wait, they didn't search this area? Did she disappear?
Is Mark up here? Am I wrong,
I think we lost
Mr.
it.
Struble?
Nope. Can you call him again?
I believe that's correct, Ryan.
I don't understand this.
That's
This
crazy.
off topic, I guess maybe, but I don't understand why, if the boy's brother offered her a ride, why she wouldn't take him up on it if, in the middle of the night, unless.
Well, we know why, because he was known to be, the girls say, creepy, is what we're told. He
Right,
was a creeper.
right. I mean, what you guys say about the brothers really doesn't give me much, hope that it's not them. Something to
yeah,
do
there's
with
so
them. Yeah,
much that just doesn't make sense.
yeah, I don't like to jump to conclusions, but I mean, you don't have much to go on.
Yeah, how many 15-year-old boys do you know are alone with their girlfriend and falling asleep?
That was the
Yeah.
other thing. He said that she gave him a kiss. How did he know that if he was asleep?
Good question.
Right. No, he was just falling back asleep at the
Okay.
kiss.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Oh, wow, good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Falling asleep.
Hmm.
There's 2 scenarios then, 2 main scenarios. He did something or something, an accident happened or whatever.
Mhm.
He's there 1 o'clock in the morning and he's got to get rid of the evidence. And unfortunately, there's a whole lot of area around here. I cannot believe this hasn't been searched.
That's just crazy.
Well, it wouldn't have been because she was classed as a runaway.
Yep.
Right.
So a year later,
How
they
did
still
come
didn't
to that
search it.
conclusion. A 13-year-old is
Have they-
a runaway.
Have they at
I
least
think she did run like once or twice. I don't know. Like, but even still, in my opinion, at 13, even if that's true, that was totally mishandled. That
Oh yeah,
13?
definitely.
What?
have they at least said foul play at this point or no?
Yes.
They do suspect foul play.
They suspect that she's been murdered and that somebody knows something somewhere in this town needs to speak, is what the last article
Sounds
said.
right to me.
So which Mark took part in the searches that did get conducted? Struble? Or your Mark?
Oh no, I didn't participate in any searches. I wasn't
Struble.
here then.
Okay.
Courtney's dad. He'll probably pop back up here.
I
But
thought I asked him last time if he knew where the searches took place, and he said he didn't.
yeah, he told me the other day he took part in 2 searches. I don't remember where they were, but he said from what he can remember, vet clinic and Sam's farmland or the parents' farmland weren't part of any searches that he's aware of.
I think he was with her, in my opinion, the whole time. Yeah, a lot of people think that, Carolyn.
Right.
They are suspicious.
Or maybe she broke up with him again and he wasn't very happy about
Yeah.
that. Or
What if
I
she
don't
got
know.
in the brother's car and he ended up driving her out somewhere where she had to come back toward her home? That would explain the sighting down there. I don't know why he would take her down to that area, but that would explain that sighting. It's actually a good point.
Yeah, and he puts himself for some reason offering her a ride. So did he give her a ride?
Did he actually give her a
Right.
ride? And then she ends up down in this area. There's a shell.
The Shell station, there's a trailer park that's
There's
just a little bit south and east from there. That's where Kendra lived.
this.
Down here?
Yeah. So if you go from that point in a straight line to the vet clinic, like the tip of Woodlawn Avenue would almost be there. So if she left the vet clinic and
That is
basically
so far.
walked
Look how far it is.
as the bird flies
Way up
towards
there.
Kendra's house.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose she would have gone
Somewhat close, but
well, I mean, up here through these streets, up this way, and then she's at Woodland. But why in the world would she be going? Yeah, there's no rational explanation. Oh, there's Mark. There is no rational explanation why she would have ended up in this area.
No.
Sorry
Nope.
about that. Had some technical difficulties.
That's okay. We were just talking about places that. So Sherrod mentioned you did participate in at least one or two searches.
Yes.
Which areas were searched?
It's down by my place actually, and not over there. I can tell you that.
So down over here, your place.
Oh, boy.
No, by the old place, like south of town, like southeast
Oh,
of town.
Oh, I'm not even going to bother with that. So they're thinking
They're thinking, no, we searched like down by Woodlawn Golf Course.
Down here.
Highway 47 South. Okay. Where?
This is 47 South. This is the clinic up here.
Yeah. So.
I think I saw a green now.
Yeah, you go all the way to the slowest point, and then you go back. There's a road that goes all the way from one. Okay, if you zoom in there, go south, zoom in there.
Is it this golf club right here down here?
Yeah, right there. There's a golf club, but there's also a road. See, there's the golf club. Right to the right or the other side of the highway, there's another little road that goes there. And we searched, that one there, and you go right there. We searched along there, going west, and then going south. We searched what's there. That's just going out to. That's the old highway leading south to the United States.
What's the theory for that?
I was just gonna ask, what's the reasoning for focusing on that area?
I don't have a clue.
Okay.
Was that a headed by law enforcement type search?
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. And then we did one. Where was it? Down by just along the. We went a little further. You go up a little further south.
A little further south.
And then there's this that highway there. We searched along there.
It's so far
east. Yeah, we searched east in there because there's the Trobert farm that lives down there. That my dad went to school with there. We staged it from Tasha King. That was my ex-wife's best friend. We staged the one search from there, along that road from there.
Was it near the river?
Yeah.
So that I could see a possibility. I mean, that's an access point to the river.
Yeah. Because there's a small bridge there, and it goes to the golf course right there.
It must have been something that made them think she would be like in that area with the river or whatever. I mean.
Oh. Because I live in that area, not across where the vet is.
Okay. This is crazy. I'm sorry, but this doesn't make sense.
Nothing they did made sense.
No.
Oh, that's way far away from everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming no one has. I just spotted this river tonight, so I didn't even realize this river was here. That's interesting. I'm assuming they haven't done any kind of like extensive boats down the river, sonar scanning, that kind of stuff. Not the
what year was it when everything was underwater there when the river flooded? Everything was underwater. Everything to about 6 to 8 feet of water, like the river. Like it was really bad.
So the
Yeah,
water.
I
was
think
like
that
in-
was 2010, 11.
Yeah, I think 2011.
Yeah, that place was completely
Okay, so
flooded,
it would have been,
evacuated, and everything.
yeah.
Because my buddy Chris lived down there, and the only way to get to his place was a canoe.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7 years later. Wow. This is remote, isn't it? Wow.
Oh yeah, that's really remote area. Yes, she wouldn't be down there.
No.
It just,
I was
you know,
thinking,
it's like the simplest explanation is usually the right one to go after, and that's
Occam's
just
razor.
what in the world.
The simplest is she wasn't supposed to leave there. She made up the lies to stay there that night, and then all of a sudden, oh, she was left, and then she was on the Woodlawn Road, like going down towards Torquay. No, I don't think so.
No, that does not make sense.
Why does it say, so this is listed as Woodland Ave South. Does that mean there's another Woodland Ave somewhere else? Or
I
is
don't
this it?
think so.
Okay.
I've tried to find it and I can't.
Because usually they don't put a south unless there's a north. It's like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where does north start and south
it's like,
begin?
where's Woodland Ave? It ends right here. Like, what the heck?
No, there's
You're
And then
working with Canadians here.
Come
Yeah.
on, Canadians. What in the world? If you put a south, put a north. All right. So
I feel like the brother saying that he offered her a ride is a way to, cover his own ass.
Yeah, why would he offer a ride on that road down there? Like, that's bullshit.
Right.
I would
And-
say you offer the ride on the main drag, not the
Yeah.
not in the middle of nowhere.
yeah,
South
I
Drag.
agree.
Or just say
That's
like he offered
ridiculous.
her a ride and she said no. Kind of.
Well, according to Nicole, who was pretending to be Sam,
Right. Oh god.
Sam's brother came to the vet clinic right as Courtney was leaving, and he offered her a ride at the vet clinic.
That's what they say.
Okay.
That's why I don't know, because for all we know, that's the last Courtney was seen alive, but they're putting her out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. that's-
Last seen. And so who last saw her there? I have no
Yeah,
idea.
that was my question. That
Because there would be nobody out there.
no.
I just want to know where the farm is. I don't know where it is. So
Which farm?
the Howard farm, the Sam and them's farm, wherever they were.
Oh,
Yeah, we could probably find that, but I don't know. It's a good idea to give you the address.
No, I don't. Don't. You don't have to give me that. If I really wanted to know, I could find out. So,
I know.
that would definitely be a.
but then that would look good, wouldn't look good on my part. So I just leave things be.
Exactly. Yep.
His family still own it.
That's a good question.
I think they sold it.
No,
They
I think
sold it maybe when he got after he passed.
It's a prairie animal health clinic. They own Stoughton too, and
Well, yeah, they sold the vet clinic, but their
Yeah.
farm? Did they sell the farm?
I don't have a clue. The ex-wife probably would have got it, or the wife, or whatever, after he died.
And see, I've been told different stories, Mark, well, I've been told that they did have a pit in the back there that, like, if cows or horses or something, couldn't be helped or whatever, that they would go in. But then some people say, no, they did that on a different location. But the town seems to believe there was a big pit for burning at the back of that vet clinic. And,
Well, the town would be more accurate than people.
right. I mean, yeah.
Sounds like it anyway.
Because they would have the official documents saying they can have burn, because that'd be like a crematorium, so they'd have to have a permit to burn something like that, because that's burning flesh, bio stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Mark, you must be so frustrated. I can't.
It's been my whole life, so
Oh my goodness.
you get used to it.
I don't know how. That's just too much.
Well, you can't do anything about it, otherwise.
No, I
Yep.
know.
Otherwise, they lock you up. So I have no
Yeah,
choice.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't the police or bounties offer large reward? Was there any reward?
There was a $10,000 reward, and when I come into the case 2.5 years ago, I was calling to see if that reward still stood, but Nicole and everyone decided to tell them not to talk to me because they were trying to make it look like I was in this for the reward money, when in all actuality, I was just trying to see if it still stood. So me and Mark or whatever, we can make new posters and say if there's a reward, you know?
Right,
So
of course.
I was
No,
just curious. So
that's
I
just
never
how
got the
people-
answer to that.
That's just how people are. They want to find the the bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, the one girl was telling me that Mark killed his daughter at the same time, texting Mark, telling him to stop talking to me. Weird, right?
That's the
Very,
one who
very
was pretending to be
Dude,
Sam, by the
The
way.
one who pretended when the last time she was hanging out with Courtney for all these years, till I come along and find out she was actually now on live with me, say she was with Courtney up until 7:30 that day. Now she remembered.
Okay, that's enough.
Wow, I guess she had a long bout of amnesia.
And she only had that memory because I got a job and my manager happened to be her cousin. And of course, I talk about Courtney Struble everywhere I go in this town.
Right, of course.
And so turned out that manager was Nicole's cousin. So she said to me, "Oh, I know that case well. My cousin was with her the night she went missing." And I said, "Oh, is Kendra your cousin?" She goes, "No, it's Nicole."
You
And
must have been like,
Nicole,
"What?" It was Nicole.
listen, I set up the very first time I was ever going to speak publicly about Courtney Struble. I had talked to no one. I had just done a quick search. Okay, she's still missing. Let's bring this to the people and study together, right?
Right.
Within minutes of my live stream being set up, Nicole emailed me. I'm talking 5-10 minutes, my live being there public for
gosh.
people to see. She's in my email.
That's weird.
I see you want to talk about Courtney. I'm the one you should be talking to, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I didn't see you till your second live stream.
Why would she be putting herself in the
She's got alerts, she told me, Mark. She has alerts that anytime that your daughter's name is entered like into Google or whatever, it goes to her phone. I could see you having that. Why does she?
That's
I'm
kinda
not tech savvy anymore to do that.
No, but is that weird to you? Because it's weird to me.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Hey, Mark, I know this probably is a way out there question, but has anyone entertained the dam area?
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, they don't tell anybody, do they?
Hmm.
I'm assuming based on how much they've done so far in the case, they probably haven't searched the dam.
They haven't done a whole lot. And what they have done,
Oh.
they will not give to Mark Struble.
That's
I basically be shunned because I allow Mark Struble to have a voice.
Oh my gosh, how big is this lake, you guys?
Huge.
that's Rafferty. That goes from
Oh my
right all the way past Mydale. That's the one politician threw rubber boots to the other one and said, 'cause one said, you won't be able to fill it ever, and he says, threw him the bots right in the and start walking.
Gosh, look at the size of this
Very
thing.
large.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
And it's like nothing
Beautiful.
around it.
It's
There's
like a
absolutely
river.
nothing around it.
It was a river.
It was a river. Okay, I was going to say it looks like a river.
McDonald Lake. How big is this thing? Oh wow, that's
See,
crazy.
It was a river, so it's really long.
Yep, and they dammed it up.
Oh, I see.
And that was there in 2004 too, so it's not like that's changed a whole lot, this whole area. Yeah, I don't know why, but that's pulling at me too. Just because, and we always go after dams because for some reason criminals go after bodies of water like that and the deepest ones you can find.
Well, that's probably the lowest end of the plan right there. So
Yeah.
So it gets deeper as you go this way.
yeah, because that's where they let the water out right there.
Yeah.
That'd be the highest part of it.
I
So
don't know.
they can drain water back.
It's just a floodplain, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
With what?
Fun fact.
you
Fun
know?
fact about
Me and Mark just realized something.
yeah. Fun fact about Rafferty Dam. That's where I proposed to Cher.
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Down
that's
on
crazy.
the tiny little beach there at
Oh,
sunset.
wow.
I just whispered to him, like, was that where you proposed to me?
Aw.
Yep. Yeah, the areas, man, if we could go up there, we'd be on, well, I hate the fact is you can't use sonar in a case like this because it's usually for objects, cars. When you're looking for smaller objects, it's almost impossible without some kind of drone, but this body of water is so huge.
I mean, that area is just.
And anyway, how does the
Pretty
is there
steep embankments.
is there current and flow in this place, or is it just a deep kind of still?
It's a still basin, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they have a pump house here, right where Cher got proposed to. Was a pump.
Oh yeah.
The pump house. It pumps water from Rafferty all the way to the Shan Power Station.
That makes it sound really romantic.
No, I promise you, it's really pretty view though.
I proposed to you right near the pump house.
I'm just kidding.
Do you remember the time near the pump house when you proposed?
Oh God! Oh, Canadians.
Jesus, we sound so
We
low right now.
Oh no, it's cute. Don't worry.
Is that pump the inlet of the water? I know here a lot of the dams they build a grate at the bottom and it kind of sucks the water in the pipe from the bottom. Do you know anything about this one, Mark?
Yeah, probably. I'm not
Same
too-
thing.
Yeah, I don't. Probably they're probably all the same like that.
Yeah.
Because
No, another realm.
go-
I agree.
and you can see the overflow on there, a little bit of the overflow on the other side of the dam there.
Oh, this. I agree with another realm that looks like the place to look.
Hey, what's the legality in Canada of walking the tracks?
It's private property.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But kids don't listen.
Of course.
Yeah.
They,
No one.
Adults don't listen to around here either. So
I used to walk
Yeah.
the tracks when I was a kid all the time. I never even thought about
yeah,
it.
but way back then.
we did too. We jumped the tracks even when the trains were even going. So like we were stupid.
So I think
Wait.
what is Margaret Brown's Courtney's
Oh,
yes.
somebody else.
Yeah, I would be there. I don't know this area here. Is that pretty well grown in the ravine area? Is it thick?
It probably is just whatever wild brush there. It never gets maintained. Nothing.
Just wild brush.
Right.
Why did you? So you mentioned it was dangerous. It's mostly just because of the train.
Yeah, it's steep embankment if you see on both sides.
So okay, both sides of the tracks are pretty steep.
Well, it's like it's built up or something. It feels like it's built up the tracks instead of having a what do you call it? A steel bridge there, I guess, across. They just filled it in with fill, I guess, or whatever they did. I don't really know. I haven't really looked at it to tell you the truth.
The kind of steep where you would tumble down, have a hard time getting your footing. I mean, it's pretty steep then.
I don't know about that. Lots of brush to grab onto.
Yeah. Okay.
Bama budgets. I agree with you. I think that I don't know. If anything, I would look to these people first, obviously, and what's easy for them because they were teenagers then. They're not gonna come up with this huge plan.
No, they'll jump in a car. They'll go
Yeah.
to a place that's easy to get to, public. That's why I'm saying
Mhm.
probably a dam area.
I don't think they'd even think that far ahead.
That's pretty far. Yeah,
I
they'd have
think
to
it
be
would
like.
have been. They would have. I don't know. Done it close to home. Whatever. It
So
was.
they're right here. They're like, okay, we got to get away. They have to hide evidence.
Unfortunately, it is the perfect area to hide something. It's just so
Yeah.
much like all the oil things too.
Yeah,
I
there's
always
nothing.
wondered.
Or even what one of you said. There was a. Did you say a burn area at the?
That's what we hear. We keep
Yeah.
getting told to investigate the big burn pit at the back of the vet clinic.
That just sounds like something a couple of teenage boys would do to me. I don't know.
There's that was 20 years ago. I mean, is there still a remnants of a burn pit?
Not that we've
That's
seen.
not that we've seen. We keep going over there. Obviously, that's
Yeah.
where our cats go to the vet as well. And every
Oh,
time I'm there, I'm like, little Miss Nosy. What's wrong over here?
It's probably just in your nature.
Yeah.
Look at that growth. So this is the clinic here in 2004, and then look how things just like all the buildings appear around it after. Look at that growth.
We're gonna hop back on panel. We're actually gonna hop in the truck and bring y'all there quick.
That would be
Oh,
cool.
okay. That'd be great.
Look at that. All that stuff wasn't there in 2004. All the stuff around it.
Are you surprised? I mean, that was 20 years ago.
That's just amazing how.
Another realm saying
Another
So the tracks, gravel, the bushes, look in the
Yeah.
bushes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like an idiot saying that, but that's what I feel too.
About what?
This area, like just down the, somebody has to have looked there. I mean, it's close
But
to
he
the
just
tracks.
said they didn't. He said they only looked at around his
Yeah,
house and the.
I know it would be stupid. I'll be honest with you, Mark. If I was in the area, I'd be like, I would be combing the ground all through from here to here, tracks to the road. I don't care what kind of snakes or whatever's in there. I don't know what kind of wildlife you have in that area, but and then I just go on this side too.
The flat part there that you see there on each side of the ravine. I don't know. How would you say it's about 300-400 feet across the ravine?
It's pretty wide, yeah.
300-400 feet, but then they go to the flat surface there, and there's a flat surface there. So there's really, it's only a little bit of in between. And then we're right there in that corner, right
Yeah,
there. So
right there.
no, we're one more block in here.
Yeah, over here.
No, not so close. No, other side of there, right on the corner, right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So in a way that would did, but then if you go along the King Street area too, that she wouldn't have had to go that. So it's
King Street up here. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry, another realm. I should probably know this, but are you sensitive?
Yeah, that's another realm. We've worked
I'm
with her.
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? There's so many things.
We worked with her
I'm
before.
so sorry.
You're so funny.
Oh, don't hate me. I'm tired.
Well, you don't know her as another realm. That's why. You know her by her real name.
Oh, there's my reason. No, really, I'm sorry. I'm not on the internet as much as Ron.
Sherry, it would be so fascinating to see that if you guys drive those areas. Along King Street, go down to the dam, go down to this area that they claim she was at. But yeah, there would be a lot to search, and I'm just blown away that. Well, I guess we don't really know what police have searched because they don't tell anybody. So yeah.
Thanks, another realm. I'm so sorry. Oh boy.
I was talking. Well, I don't know if I want to talk about that. I was talking to Cher the other night about the cases that are this old and how hard it really is to find evidence. But there would be.
It does happen though.
Well,
it does happen.
I mean, there would be evidence. There would be clothes at least or something somewhere. Vern was telling us shoes can last forever. We should know this shit. Oh yeah, Mark. I think we probably asked this to you in the panels a million times, but it's probably in the article. But do you recall again what she was wearing that evening?
Blue jeans, gray hoodie. That's pretty much it.
Blue greens and a gray hoodie.
Yeah, just gray hoodie, which is pretty much from what I could see from the picture. But because that's all I ever see her wearing now, because I can't really remember 20 years ago. But I'm pretty sure it was blue jeans and gray hoodie.
Yep.
I think it was mostly. She was kind of a neutral color, so she had a lot of them. So
were there typical shoes she always wore, like sneakers?
Yeah, just average shoes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna show us. Where are they? Here we go.
Okay.
All right, let's see if I can get her.
Now we're 8:08 p.m. right now, by the way, y'all. Remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta start getting ready for bed.
Yeah, we'll be wrapping up after this.
Yeah, we should.
I'm fascinated to see this drive here. So, which street you on right now?
We're on
You're on 5th Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the signs looking.
Look how light it is still.
I know. I'm
Over
like,
there.
what do you mean 8 o'clock?
It's like
no,
10,
it's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. It is not mountainous, is it? It's pretty flat.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's pretty flat here.
Huh. Not quite Indiana flat, but it's flat.
What, we're gonna ride up to the vet clinic and get out?
Yeah, we'll go to the clinic and I'll show everyone what's talking about that. Going south a bit.
Isn't that cool?
This is pretty cool, guys.
Thanks for doing this.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bad camera person.
I'm in the car with you now.
Hey, Looking Glass Turo. Thanks for joining.
Hello. While we're waiting, Rockin' Robin, I'm gonna call you. I know you wanted me to call. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call.
Well, the trees are pretty there. Twilight.
Could have waxed windows if we knew we were doing this. Right?
Okay.
Alright.
I'm
And,
sure you got
and to the right of you is where Jeff was found. Jeff Alexander, too.
Okay,
Yeah. Just in this.
over in here.
really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere down in there.
Was that foul play too?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so it's a
Right near the
working
tracks.
train then.
They must be over here. They're going down this way.
Okay.
Oh, they're going
We're
this way.
on, we're on Highway 39 right now.
I'm not sure how
Okay.
you told me to
We're
angle.
about a minute from the vet clinic.
So they're headed this way.
Hey, Linda.
That walking path was just
There's
put in
that
a year, 2 years
KFC.
ago.
Yeah, that walking path
There's the
wasn't there.
KFC right there.
The hospital is right up here. Mark was talking about. If you go
Yeah,
right
There's
down
the
there.
jump.
They're right here.
There's the jump over right there.
Okay, so they're almost at the clinic.
Yeah, we're turning on that road right now.
Okay.
Left on Breeze Street.
Lots of businesses here now. Big John Deere tractor store.
Honestly, other than the swamp areas, maybe the ravine and maybe water,
Yeah.
it doesn't look to me like a lot of places it's easy to hide things.
No.
No. But you got to think like a 16-year-old boy.
Scared 16-year-old. Yeah.
What? Not saying. I'm sorry. I'm not saying they did it. I'm just saying, if that's the case.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd come up with some huge plan.
No.
No, that's
Yeah,
why.
I don't like to, of course I don't like to put blame where I shouldn't, but
Well, we're just investigating everything because not everything was investigated.
right.
We are at the vet clinic. We'll get out here for a second.
Okay.
So you said you bring your animals there,
Yep.
Sharon?
Yep, we got.
Yeah, this is the only vet in town as far as I
Oh,
know.
I guess that would be why.
So
Part
yeah,
of it is so like right here. This wasn't there before,
Okay.
but over here
That's-
was. If you can see, is that right, Mark?
Yeah,
The-
there's a pet motel too there now, right there, the side there.
Yeah,
That never used to be there, but now it's there. So
this part here was here before.
So was it just open area where the pet motel is now?
I can't remember. It's been
Okay.
a long time.
Pet resort's still over here. Yep. So here we go. Sorry, I may have doxed a phone number, Ryan, but just open road out here. So I'll.
just don't get yourself arrested live.
Oh,
It'd make a great show. Though.
Why would they?
right? Oh, they'd love it.
You'll never take me alive. Come here.
Your views are through the roof.
Yeah. Infiltrating the pet motel now.
Oh, okay. So we'll take you down this road as far as we can, but
Okay.
oh yeah, I can hear the coyotes now.
Right now.
Yeah.
So this is at the back, and so somewhere from back here, I believe there was a burn pit somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know if we can be back here, but I do like to venture over here sometimes.
But as you can see, like beyond this shed,
Yep.
like that direction is where Woodlawn Avenue is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a long trek and pitch black.
I think
Yeah.
Mark is right too. You're already hearing coyotes. 1 a.m.
Yeah.
They're going to be all out there.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
wouldn't.
so we're
It'll
gonna
get a lot worse too.
Oh yeah. Well, those are just dogs, so don't think that I'm crazy. But there was coyotes all in the distance over there. Now we're hearing dogs. Now we gotta go. So now where are we gonna go? All right, we're gonna go to the.
Watch
Follow
out, the
the path.
dogs are after you.
Yeah.
Pack of coyotes.
We can't go very far. I think it's about a quarter mile or so before
they
it
hung out.
So why did the boys hang out there?
Their dad owned it.
Okay, did they party there or something?
Yes, yes. Their dad got sick, and so he was living in the hospital for a while. And as he got sick, they kind of made a makeshift little, like, bedroom, living room area at the vet, so Dad could, stay there if he had to because of his illnesses. But when he got sent to the hospital, it became the teen hangout center.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, it's so cool to see that land in person. Look at that.
Yeah, another realm. I totally agree. That's why I keep thinking a little 13-year-old girl walking here. I'd be terrified personally, but
That tower wasn't there either, so.
okay.
No, this is all new. But these tracks here.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're going along the tracks.
So the tracks are right there.
Yeah, right there.
That's pretty close.
You might be able to see.
Here, you want to hold it? You're a better cameraman.
I'm just going to go to the end of this train. But if you pull up your Google map, you'll be able to see there's a road just on the other side of these tracks, not too far, that links up with Woodlawn Avenue.
Where's Woodlawn?
Woodlawn's down there.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not walking it at 1 in the morning or 11.
No.
Oh, that'd be really dark.
Yeah, I mean you're with your hubby in the light time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Great fan.
And it's
The land.
not an unreasonable
But so is the ground. It's really hard to walk on this, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this is a pretty steep drop. I mean, you could do it, but doing it in pitch darkness would be rough.
Yeah.
What's that road that you're looking at right now across the way?
I don't have my phone. I want to say it's Alice Road.
He's on his phone, he means.
Well, I don't have your phone.
Great. Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it. It doesn't have a name. I can't see the name. Though.
Yeah, no, it just leads west out of town. We just the west.
Yeah, it goes out of town, but if you go that way, it does link up with Woodlawn Avenue and First Avenue and like the first group of houses.
How far from there?
Actually, it's a trailer park. That's the first one that goes there. There's a small trailer park, West Valley Edge, that was there.
Okay.
Yeah, at first, yeah.
My brother still lives there. He bought a place down there. So.
Okay. But how far from there would you say all that is?
Be a good mile.
Good mile.
Just looking at it, just looking at that right there, what you're looking at, I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to cross that.
Not in the middle of the night, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and not without a flashlight?
And she said this is hard to walk it through.
Yeah, even being able to see where we're walking it's not easy to walk it. So.
Yeah.
I don't.
We go to this little plateau over here and we get a better view.
She would have had the only reason to do something that ridiculous I don't know, out of the ordinary would have been if she would have had to be terrified about something.
But also, that's a working train, right?
Yep.
Like, I would be scared about that fact too.
That's the overflow. That's when they're switching stuff and switching where they put all the excess cars.
Oh, okay.
They're doing that's a switchover type place thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not going to have trains come ripping through. Let's go down the ditch. Might get lucky and spot a couple deer.
Hi, Spirit Seeker Squad.
Look at them. They're like, no fence ain't going to stop us.
What fence? I haven't seen them.
We won't tell that you were walking on the tracks.
Ticks are over, right?
Appreciate that.
The wood ticker season's over, right?
Yeah.
It's crossable. It's just not a place you'd want to like that time of night.
Yeah, like now you can get kind of an idea.
That
Yeah.
wasn't developed. That was all thing there. They just been in the last 10 to 15 years. They've been developing that for houses.
Okay.
Yeah, that I think that's just a trailer, but that wasn't there.
Yeah, those are 5 to 10 acre plots that they do. They sell.
But you can see beyond this house here, you can see that trailer park, and that's where Woodlawn Avenue is.
Okay.
But it doesn't make sense. The only reason she would come out this way is if she was running away from something.
Like,
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I think too.
Terrified running from
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that would
In a
she
panic.
went that way. Yep.
But right where I'm standing is apparently where she was last seen, in the vicinity of Highway 39 and Woodlawn Avenue.
And the only reason going in that direction would be her friend Kara, right?
Kendra,
No.
yeah.
Kendra.
No,
No.
don't believe so, because that's one hell of a long way.
I would really like to know who last saw her there. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
You and me both.
what the heck?
Any other friends, Mark, in that direction?
I don't know where her best friend lived. Was it in the same trailer park?
Yeah, it was in the same
That's
trailer
all that-
park. Yeah, she was in the 400 section.
We
Yeah,
don't
so-
know that, unfortunately.
But she was gone for the summer, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was gone. She went back to BC with her mom.
Yeah, so literally the only person she could be going to out that way is Kendra, but it's pretty much as the bird flies straight, but
Right,
it
she'd
would
have
be
to go over that
faster to
fence.
walk the streets.
Yeah, it'd be way faster to walk the
Yeah,
street than
because this is slow going here. And no lights. Like I wouldn't do this in pitch black.
No.
There was no lights there.
Mm-mm.
It would have been pitch black.
Yeah, it would have been pitch black. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she
You
would.
wouldn't see your hand in front of your face out here.
No.
We played night scenario games playing paintball in this area when we were young. When I was,
Oh, really?
it's dark. It's
Yeah,
really
I
dark.
bet. Oh, wow.
I don't even know if I believe that last scene sighting.
No,
What is that? What is that?
I have no idea.
Weird.
Canadian pickers.
What the, what the
Well,
heck?
that's a motor casing.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
weird.
Kind of an odd thing to be out here.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like this whole area should be searched by dogs.
Oh yeah,
Definitely. And they should have done that 20 years
20
ago.
years ago.
Right.
Okay, so we'll get back to the truck. Where else did you want to see? You want to go to the dam?
You know, if you
That's kind of far.
if you can, I'd love to see that along King Street that she supposedly walked, the ravine when it crosses the ravine area.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Right there.
Because she went down King for a bit and then turned onto what road would it be?
It actually veers
Or
left.
stayed on King.
Yeah, King veers left and just keeps on going.
Oh, and it's the tracks that keep going. Okay, right.
Yeah, Linda wants to know, did they use any canines to search at any time?
I honestly don't know.
Don't have a clue.
They wouldn't have initially because she was classed as a runaway.
Yeah.
Right, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So they probably didn't. I mean, the police would have gone to the vet clinic just to talk to people, but that would be about it.
Right.
Right. It's already starting to get darker quick too.
Is that too far for you guys to go or
Nope.
no?
No,
You
it
wanna
looks
go-
far on the map, but it's just a couple
Yeah.
minutes.
We're bringing awareness, sir. We got no problem.
Okay. You just want to visit your place you guys got engaged.
So you guys-
Right? You
Oh,
can
I
show
mean,
it.
talk about signs, though. Holy cow!
Yeah.
I think I'm meant to be on this case, Mrs. Struble.
Yeah.
I would love it if we could find something that helps us out, put an end to this,
Yeah.
get
That
some
would be
justice
good.
for Courtney.
Yeah, or they'll try to frame me for something.
You weren't
Rebecca,
here, but
Rebecca, it's I mean, it's a possibility. Either that or alcohol. We don't know for sure, but
Well,
that's,
usually they put roofies in the alcohol.
yeah, that's kind of my theory. Is that
Kendra
sounds like
thought that she was getting a little too drunk too quick from what she was drinking, did she say, right? I think I
yeah,
asked.
she
At
did.
that age, it wouldn't take much.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And she's teeny tiny, so.
Right.
So Shelly wants to know, Mark, if you still have anything of Courtney's that a dog could smell for. It's been 20 years though, so
I have some stuff put away. Yes, I do.
yeah,
I just had to think where to put it.
yeah.
I got storage lockers and stuff everywhere, so
Yeah.
I had to think about it. Been a while.
Okay, so we're on now the alleged path that Courtney took going towards her father's house.
Okay.
This is Highway 39 right here.
You should have backed up and go to the service road where she would have walked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
might have
yeah.
been to the right there. There's
Yeah.
a little service road here.
Spirit Seeker.
She would have come out right. Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Kind of following on the map as they go here.
Very
Yeah,
interactive
and then
live.
we'll be on Main Street.
That's the turn they took right there.
Okay.
That's pretty much her walking path, if that's true.
Right.
So this would be King Street.
And just to the north is the hospital, which you can get in anytime. All you have to do is ring the button.
That's a
Yep.
good question.
Right. Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah, that would be the safest place, shouldn't it?
Ginger
Yep.
girl.
Yeah.
Question.
Ginger girl. Did the boys have access to the pet medications? Huh.
Yeah, they had, I believe they had free range all over that place, let me tell you.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Any chance back then the tracks had trains moving? She could have jumped on one and fled town, or someone could have picked her up and took off.
No, she would never have left her brother Shadow without word. If she was going to run away, Shadow would have known it.
Okay.
That said, hopping a train right here, it would be very easy
Yeah.
because it's
Okay.
going slow here.
A lot of times it's
So this is that.
for hours.
So those are the tracks.
This is, yeah, and this is where the road curves.
Yeah, right there. Oh, I wish there was a road going down there.
Yeah,
This is a little more fancier area where the lawyers and the doctors live a little bit.
Okay.
So this
Yeah.
this little area is a little
the high
fancier.
society of that place.
Yeah.
Was it always like that, or is this a new?
No, it's business owners and the high mucks kind of live to the right.
Oh, okay.
You can tell by the little brick.
They have their own little driveways and yeah.
their own little driveways in there, and then there's a bay that goes down there. You'll hit the bay before you go down.
Mhm.
Right there.
This
There's,
is Chinook Bay. I've actually
It's
never
now-
been down there.
They just took a left.
but then
They're going toward the dam.
Oh, toward,
No,
no, they're
no,
going toward the
no.
house.
Oh, they're going toward the
just
house.
before that ravine.
Sorry.
Oh, this is before the ravine?
Yes, when you go down before it goes to the other side there. What I was saying,
Okay.
if you were to cross it, she would have crossed here to go across the thing to get to the right across to where I was.
Okay.
See, there's a house there, but if
Now
you
it's
were
a
to go,
roundabout. Yeah.
yeah, it's a roundabout.
What the? Oh, right there. They're right there. Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
I just want to see if I could get a look at the tracks from here, but I couldn't.
It looks like it's someone's backyard, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was it before? Nothing.
I don't know.
No, they've always had houses there. That's
Oh, I see.
because it's their own little cul-de-sac, their own little thing going
I
on.
see.
And so it's 8:29 now. Do you guys see, does it look, because it's much darker for us. Does
Yeah,
it look,
it's getting dark.
Yeah, we can still see.
So that was like about what, 20 minutes or 25 minutes?
There's the ravine.
Tracks
Yeah.
on the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah, Mark is right. It's mostly bushes down in there. Just
Yeah.
It'd be hard. It would be really hard going for anybody, I think.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for someone walking at night, I'd stay on the street
Yeah.
because you'd save some
She would've-
time.
Yeah,
She
definitely.
probably turned in here to the bar area in order to cut across to if she was going to get to my place.
Right.
The parking lot there to the beach. She wouldn't have stayed on the King here.
Yeah,
I don't think she would stay. She would have took that one right by the beefeater in there, like in behind it where those apartments are.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Right
she'd
over here.
cut through there.
this
Yeah,
car,
right in
parking lot
behind
here.
there.
And that's a bar right there. You're saying?
Yeah.
Well, it's a
Bar
bar.
and hotel.
The beefeater in. It's kind of everything and everything. It was a day's in now, but
And I don't. 20 years later, but I'm curious. They must have cameras there.
And this would be where your apartment
Oh.
is?
No, he was down the apartment, but his house, Mark's old house is right around here.
No, his house is down.
Oh, is it?
no, the apartment's to the right on the next right.
Okay, right down here.
He's right
Yep.
here. So they're right here
Oh,
right
I
now.
see,
Yeah,
okay.
right on 7th there.
Now they're going this way. And the end of that street butts up against the ravine as well, doesn't
Yes, and right there, there's that.
This is the spot I remember. Oh, don't get that bunny.
it?
Right here is where that corner house is where I live.
He would-
Oh, that corner unit.
This corner brick house right there.
I knew
Okay.
someone
That
who
window-
used to live there.
Pardon me?
I knew someone who used to live there.
There's a bunch of apartments in there.
Yeah, they're going right there to the
Yeah.
right near
It's
the
right to the left of them is the railroad tracks.
Is it all gravel like that along the tracks?
I think that's just
Yeah.
dead grass.
Grass?
Dead
Oh.
grass.
Dead yellow grass.
Dead grass.
Okay.
See, she could have walked that.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Of course, it would have been pitch black there too.
There's no way.
Yes, but we're at 8:30 p.m. now.
Yeah, and we're in August, so we probably
Right.
about that would have been about 10 o'clock, about the
Yeah,
same now,
Really dark.
starting to go. So, and if they stay between 11 and 1, that
Right.
thing would have been pitch black.
Remember, like pitch black. Would you run there? I don't think so.
No,
I
actually,
would.
it's already really dark.
No, unless
I
you're
would-
from.
See, I was born and raised here. I'd go in there because I'm stupid enough, but I don't.
Yeah, but not a 13-year-old girl.
I
though.
know, but you'd probably have a flashlight though. I would think.
Well, she'd have to.
Yeah,
I know.
flashlight. Yes.
You'd be tripping all over the place.
Did you see it? They had to walk through that just to get to the tracks
Mhm.
from the
Yep.
house.
Yep.
Wow.
See, there you go. See, you can see the light tower right where that light tower is. That's how far it is.
Wow.
If she was to take the
That's far.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she didn't have a flashlight, there's no way.
No.
I mean, she could probably try and follow the lights, but
True.
I don't even know if that building was there then.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. I mean, a person could just follow train tracks in the dark, just by feel. But I don't know.
But it would literally be by feel. I mean, that's all she'd have to go with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I can't say a young girl would do something like that on her own unless she was terrified of something.
Yeah.
Because that's a good half a mile.
And Mark,
I'd
that
say.
the direction you're facing right now, that's toward her dad's house.
No, that's towards the.
Nope. That's
That's
towards
where
her dad's house.
You can see
That-
my dad's house from, or you can see my place from dad's house. You
Yeah,
can
that
see-
is wow. That is oops, shoot. How do I put her back on here?
What do you do?
Solo layout. There we go. Yeah, that would have been crazy dark.
Yeah. One of these times, I'll do this on a stream. I'll park my truck over there and I'll walk this in the middle of the night.
That'd be awesome. Just bring a flashlight. And watch out for coyotes.
Yeah. Well, you really don't got to worry too much about coyotes, but coyotes. Oh,
Look how quickly it's getting dark too. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Wow. Okay, that blows that theory out. She would have had to been not just scared, but like panicked. It would have had to been
there's no way.
worst case scenario for her to try to get.
yeah. Real fight or flight mode.
Or
Yeah.
definitely something in her system that she doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
Yeah.
True.
Well, if that's
Oh,
the
good
case,
point.
then she could have just wandered anywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, so many possibilities. And if she was
Problem.
drugged or roofied or something, she could have easily slipped.
Let me tell you, it is not easy walking anywhere around here. It's the ground's all on level, everything's
Yeah.
prickly and hurts. It's a lot of rocks.
Yeah, that
Like-
would not be a choice that she'd make, you know.
I'm thinking 13 in July. She's probably got some kind of sandal on, right? I don't know. Mark.
I think
It's
he
like
said
I'm
most
in
likely
flip
sneakers.
flops and it hurts.
Right? Yeah.
No, she wore runners. She didn't wear flip flops.
Oh, okay.
Not
Right.
that I'm aware of, anyways.
David. Anywhere else you guys wanted to go?
I don't think you have enough light.
Yeah.
Well, we
I
could
think-
run out to the dam quick.
If it's lit up, is it lit up?
I know.
Well, it wouldn't
But
have
we
been
don't
when she
see
was there either, though, right? So.
Well,
True.
the dam would have been if those, let's call them persons of interest, would have gone out there
Yeah.
to get rid of it.
Oh, maybe we could continue this. What?
It would have been.
What?
Hold on.
I'm gonna take off here. I gotta get some sleep here tonight.
Yeah, it's okay, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely do another part to this.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. You all have a
Thank
good night.
you, Mark.
Yeah, thanks
I'll
for joining,
bother
Mark.
you,
Appreciate you.
one of these days, Mark.
That was good. Okay. See you all.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
See you, Mark.
Okay. Bye.
You guys, this guy shows up all of the time for his daughter. He's never said no to show up somewhere.
It's just amazing.
Interview, says no live stream. She's willing to put in the time.
I sat literally like a foot, like nose to nose with this man and said, "Did you murder your daughter?" Yeah. I'm like, and I'm sorry, but the vibes again, I guess I go off my feelings and people think I'm nuts, but I just didn't feel it. But I knew the minute Nicole pulled up to a building that I had no windows to see, the vibes went down like, oh, Jen, it was, you just watch that interview with me and her, you can see it. You can just
Yeah,
see
I
it.
think I'll watch that because I'm totally with you on the vibe thing.
Oh, you've got to see the.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch
This
that.
you're talking about the Nicole interview?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I want to get your
I'll
take
take
on
a
that.
look at that.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Hi, guys.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I don't got a very good poker face.
that was the awkward one, right? Where she was kind of shifty at the
Yes.
table. Yeah.
She kept not being proper in her chair. She wouldn't look at me in the eyes, but would look at Mark. Like I just like remember everything is like slow motion. Like I told Mark, I'm like, she's here, and then all of a sudden, like I rented a room. There's no windows or nothing. And then as soon as you see her walk in the room, like it was hard to breathe. Just like there was just a whole different energy, and like Mark felt it. Like. I'm telling you, evil. I'm sorry.
And then after the interview, she didn't want to leave.
She wouldn't leave us alone after the interview. She was trying to see where our room was. It got really freaking weird.
Yeah, we ended up standing outside for like
2 hours. Yeah, it was a long time.
Wow.
That is weird.
So weird.
Mm-hmm.
Shared. Did Mark ever say, so I know that Kendra said that they had just walked that path or walked, around the area the night before. Isn't that what she had said?
Yeah.
But she said that she didn't meet Sam until that day.
Right.
So why
No.
would they walk the path the night before?
I have to re-listen because I think that she actually met Sam that night because they were walking in the rain and she said, let's go to Sam's to dry off. So they went to Sam's to dry off at something like 12:30 at night the night before. So like 24 hours prior to her disappearance almost.
So did they ever say if Courtney walked that path any other time on her own?
Mark says no, that she wouldn't be known to walk alone, especially in the middle of the night like that, always with friends. That's what he said.
Okay.
But I think
That's
they
what I was
went
thinking
to
too, because that
the.
looks scary.
I think they went to the vet clinic from the get go, like in town.
Yeah, we'll have to show you where that. Yeah, we'll have to show you that next time too, because the teen center where everyone met up, and then all of a sudden Nicole was like, "This is when at 7:30 p.m." Oh yeah, I remember I was with her that night, but that's when like 4 different friend groups formed and all went different directions.
So why would she want to put herself there? Like,
No, she didn't want to. She didn't put herself there until I came in the picture and her own cousin told on her. So she had to admit that she was there. So then she finally said, okay, yeah, it wasn't a week ago. Because if you watch my live, then you're going to see where I say to her, because I already have the information, and she was hell bent on going live. She didn't want nothing pre-recorded. I said, all right, bet me and Mark rented a hotel room, rented a conference room, and drove 2 hours away to do this live because she was dead set. And I already had the information because my boss was her cousin, and she told me my cousin was with her the night she went missing. And I said, is your cousin Kendra? She goes, no, Nicole. And let me tell you, and this girl still hired me to work with her knowing I thought her cousin was guilty.
Oh, wow.
Why was it 2 hours away? Is that where she lives now?
That's where she lives now. Yeah, 2 hours away. Which would be Regina, Saskatchewan. That's not doxing because it's a very big town and an international airport and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Jen's definitely going to watch that interview. I want your take on it. I really do.
I am.
The sound is terrible, but we worked with what we could.
Yeah, we worked.
It was
with
bad at
terrible
first.
sound beforehand.
Yeah, it was. We tried our best.
I just trying to think of the scenario where they know what happened and they tried to do something to cover it up. Where would they go in that area?
Well, I mean,
like
these people had 20 years to figure that out, and they didn't.
Not that night. That night they had to do something.
No,
quick.
not them. I mean, like the people that were.
20 years of cover up.
Yeah, that's not. I don't know. Hi, Vicky.
And the Cold Case Society told Nicole, because this is where I think there's certain law that grew up with these people, if that makes sense, that are in law currently. So the Cold Case Society told me, or they said they would reinvestigate if I got anything new. They would pop open the investigation. I would say someone lying about last time being seen with her and then all of a sudden remembering you were with her that night. And if he's now all of a sudden remembering it was 7:30, do I really buy that?
Right.
Like, no. And one of the articles says last seen around 11:30. So what's the real truth there? I guess we'll never know. But the Cold Case Society, Nicole had slipped on a call with me because she was she was trying to be my best friend. Okay. And so she had said, I talked to the agent at the Cold Case Society. They told me I can come in and reread my statements that I gave all those years ago. And then she laughed and she was like, but they told me that Mark wouldn't be allowed to. Ha 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 ha. And I was like, what? So I called the cold case person and I was like, is this true? Because I said, for me, this is news and I kind of think that's super unprofessional.
Yeah.
Like, is this true? And she confirmed that was true. And so that was weird. So why would Nicole be allowed? And here she's admitting she was with Courtney that night now, but her father's not allowed no information.
No, that makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
In that, I know you just published like a letter from Sam.
Yes.
Share. Did
That's actually Nicole writing it, pretending to be Sam. So remember that when you read it. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you get any insight? So Linda's asking, did Courtney and her boyfriend have a good relationship overall? Did you ever find out anything about their relationship up until she disappeared?
Not much. No, it honestly seems like it was just a quick thing, to be honest, because before all of that, Courtney didn't live in this town. She lived in Macomb,
Right.
where her mom lives. So that Macomb's what, 25-minute drive? A little less, so like maybe 20-minute drive to where mom's is from this town.
Yeah.
Everything happened very quick after she come to town, hanging around these friends, like within a month.
What was the title of your interview?
Oh, I don't remember. I might have I do have my playlist. You'll see there's a picture of Nicole on there, and I probably say interview or conversation with Nicole. Mandy made me change my titles.
I just wanted them to be easier for us to be able to find the content better. So I remember Cher has been known to name her titles with gibberish. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I do a lot of coded titles, and I see if people know what they are or whatever. I'm weird, whatever.
Weird's good. I'm good.
Yeah, weird. But you guys, I've got to go. I have some other thing planned here in 10 minutes, but whatever you guys need, and I'll send you. Mark is on Facebook Messenger. That's how we talk all the time. So you guys can go directly through Mr. Struble. I think you guys have seen he's always a good sport, even if he's just worked for 12 hours and has to get up in just a couple hours, he'll be there. So.
It's amazing.
Well, I'll go through what I can of what you published, and
yeah, we'll watch that interview together.
It says Courtney Struble's playlist.
Okay.
I have been. You have a playlist for it. Perfect.
Yes, Mandy made me make a playlist.
Okay.
Actually, Mark Struble suggested it too. Mr. Social media savvy was like, make a playlist. Oh, okay.
Mandy's a good mentor.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, Jen's been jabbing me for the past half hour. She wants to go to bed.
No,
so.
I'm just tired. It's a lot.
I appreciate you guys taking this on. I hope other people share it out. Again, I never come into a case wanting to hog something to myself, because that's just selfish and stupid. And I love all of our different, we definitely leave no stones unturned with all of our different ideas and putting our heads together. So Mandy, I love you. Ryan, Jen, appreciate you. And I got to go. Bye.
Alrighty.
Okay, bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
So, yeah, we feel the same way.
Yeah.
We just learned about this case, and Mandy was there too, in the live the other night. That was the first time I've heard about this case, and
it's very interesting.
It's fascinating. It's so many.
I definitely want to do more.
Yeah.
Research.
So
anyway, I'm beat. I'm sorry. Ryan could stay up all night, and you can go ahead. But
I don't know if you saw Mandy. She kept on jabbing me in the side, and I'm like, just a little longer. Just a little longer.
I see everybody else is tired too, not just me. We're not all energizer bunnies like you.
So I will head out to you. Right. I did want to say, so if anybody else wants to follow this case, like Cher said, there's a playlist on her channel. It's called.
I think it was just called. Courtney
Struble. Yeah. And I think she's got the interview in there somewhere. So we're gonna watch the interview sometime and maybe talk about some more. But not right now.
We're tired.
Yep. So please
remind him that.
So please follow up on Cher's channel on this case. Obviously, we can't do any searching on this case until we have enough resources to actually travel internationally.
Right. I don't
maybe
know.
someday.
Canada, I know it's technically internationally, but it doesn't feel like it. But
maybe someday. But it's a fascinating case. I think I want to get Jen hooked on it because she studies every facet. She studies every facet of cases. So if I could draw her in,
there's just so little information that they've gathered.
Oh yeah, and the police don't release anything, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness.
It could Mod also, before we close out, drop Mandy's channel in the chat too, so everybody has it. Thanks, Mandy, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Appreciate
I'm sorry I was late. I wanted to say one thing before I hop down. If you watch, Jen, this is just my suggestion. These are the 3 things that have stuck out to me the most. Okay. The interview that Ryan's talking about with Nicole, It's very hard to get through because you feel so uncomfortable because you can feel the energy. Okay.
Oh boy.
Like
Okay.
Nicole acts like her chair is on fire. She cannot sit
Oh my
still.
gosh. Do you think she might be on
I
something?
feel bad sitting here. No, I think she's just very
No?
uncomfortable.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that she is just so nervous. I mean, she's just like constantly like just moving the whole
Oh, that's
time.
weird.
Mm.
Okay.
And then everything else that Sharon Mark had said that went along with that interview also. But
Right.
that and the email that Nicole sent as Sam,
Yeah, that's
That's
creepy.
weird.
Yeah.
That's
she
kind of
went through and did a timeline of, and this is what happened on that day. And then this is what happened, the days before and the days after. And it was so detailed. Share a screenshot it and put it on her community post so you can see it on there. Because
okay.
like Mark read it during the live stream, but there's one part in there where she talks about, as Sam talks about his younger brother. At that time, we
Okay.
didn't know Sam had a younger brother. So we
Huh.
thought that she was talking about the other brother, his older brother. Sam is in
Yeah.
the middle. So
Oh.
so it's best just to be able to go through, I guess, and read it yourself,
And
Okay.
did she give a reason for writing as Sam? Like,
Yeah, that's really weird.
She said Sam asked her to,
Oh.
oh,
but
really?
Cher hasn't been able to confirm that with Sam, so we don't know.
Okay.
Asked her to what, like
To write it.
transcribe what he said, or like it's weird.
Yeah, just he asked from what Cher had said was that Nicole said Sam asked her to write the email to Cher. But it was
Okay.
like the things that were detailed in there were so meticulous about that night. And he's the victim and everybody
Yeah.
pinpointed at him. But yet you heard what Mark said that Sam said to him the last time he saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? With the bad words? I don't want to repeat it.
No, I don't think
but
he said.
Oh yes.
What?
Oh yeah. He said. Yeah.
he said he ran into him in a public place and
Oh.
All I
Sam
did is
said
F word, that B word.
Oh.
yes
Yeah.
to her father.
Oh my god.
And that was him in person. I mean, he said
Are you
that himself.
serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my. Okay.
And then the last thing I was going to say is watch the interview with Kendra where you were on panel. We were able to ask questions. She insinuated that Sam only dated her to find out what she knew about Courtney's case. But then when I said, well, what did Sam say to you about Courtney? Nothing. We never talked about Courtney.
That didn't make sense to me at all.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Okay.
statement.
Yeah, I'll
was like,
take a look at those things. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. Thanks for having me up. I'm going to hop down so you can talk to
Thank
chat.
you.
Bye.
all right. Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. It's a fascinating case.
That was all very
To
interesting.
me, it's like a lot of other cases, somebody just disappears.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to figure out what happened, and you have some clues last scene. This one is so multifaceted because it could be that she just disappeared walking away, or it could be that foul play, and the police think it's foul play, so probably more likely that it's one of those people.
It just
or
seems
multiple
like
people.
no information. I mean,
There's nothing.
and what we have is kind of
unfortunately in a place like this, out in the middle of nowhere, police department has hardly any resources.
Yeah. Well,
Cher suspects that there's probably some good old boy network type deal too. So
well, I think the biggest problem is that they treated it like a runaway from the beginning.
Lost a year.
And that would have lost so much information. So.
Yeah. Nicole, if you're out there, we'd love to interview you.
Oh, Nicole.
I'm very nice as an interviewer. I really am. I might throw some curveballs, but
I wouldn't trust him.
It will be. It won't be pre-recorded, but anyway.
Okay. Anyway.
We're gonna head out. We just again thank you all for coming in here tonight.
Thank you guys.
Cher.
It's so nice to see
Thank
you
you,
all.
Mandy. Thank you, Mark Struble. Thank you, Cher's Mark, for giving us a drive
I'm
around.
sure he likes to be known as Cher's Mark.
Well, either that.
Just
or
like
Mark
I liked
Struble.
being known as Ryan's Jen.
Well, I said, what was it? I asked her, "Do you think Mark would be up for an interview for a live tonight?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And I said, "That was quick." She goes, "Well, he's sitting right here next to me." I'm like, "No, Mark Struble." Goes, oh. So
oh boy.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks, Mark Struble.
Thanks to Mark Struble
for joining us at last minute. I
he had
guess.
worked. He was tired. That's just
Yeah,
amazing.
it
So
shows your tenacity.
Yep. We have our next thing coming up this week is Monday. We have I think I did a solo search. Went up to Base Mountain, looked in, spent a lot of time up there.
Yep.
That was also the last video I just did with the water searches. That was kind of two videos in one trip. So that was.
And you can catch my video tomorrow morning if you so desire.
I still have
tomorrow,
I still have to edit.
Which Ryan still hasn't edited because you know what his priorities are. So.
Yep. Hey, I'll get it done. So anyway, hope you all have a restful night tonight. Have a great week this week, and appreciate you all. Love you all.
Love you guys.
Have a great night.